What's up, guys? Welcome to Learn How Business Strategy live session number 7. Doing this on a Friday this week. That's a first time, but it's been a while since I've been on a live session. So I really wanted to jump on today and share a few things that have been on my mind recently. Something that I just recently started doing was I set a goal to read one book a week. And I've discovered a really cool website for buying books really cheaply. It's called thriftbooks.com. I was referred to it by a few of my friends, and you can find books on there for like $1, $2, $3. So I went on there. I found a bunch of books from my book list as far as business books go. And I ordered about, I think it was 6 or 7 books. And along with those books, I have a bunch of other books here at my house that I still need to read. And so my stack was starting to pile up of books that I need to read from my book list. So I set a goal that I want to start reading one book a week. And I was able to complete 2 books last week. I finished reading 2 books last week. One was an SEO book, and the other book was Unshakable by Tony Robbins. It teaches a lot of good investing advice for anyone who's looking to get into like the stock market or investing, stuff like that. It was a good one. And this week, my current book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it is a great book for anyone. You don't really have to be into like business or starting an online business. It's more just about being smart with your money. And that's kind of something that I wanted to talk a little bit about in this episode, more obviously referring to being smart with your money when it comes to trying to build an online business, especially if it's a side hustle or a side project for you. And you're obviously not making enough money yet to use it as your full-time income. It's just kind of like a side project, something that it would be awesome if it did turn into a full-time income, but you're not quite to that level yet. So we're going to talk about in this episode a few things that I'm doing, a few things that I've done in the past, things that I've tried and tested, what kind of has worked for me. So we'll talk about a few of those things. So first, I kind of want to go back just to this general philosophy of money management that I've learned from reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's interesting because I see this happen to so many people, and they talk about it in the book. As soon as we get a little bit of money, a little bit of cash flow, we start to get like shiny object syndrome, where we see everything that looks shiny and we see everything that looks nice and we just want to buy stuff. And it's almost like we become desensitized to buying things. As soon as you get a full-time job, as soon as you're done with school, you start making a little bit of money, you spend some money and buy something you think you need or you think you like. And then it's almost like an addiction in some sorts, where you just don't get that same satisfaction unless you buy more and buy more and buy more. And so you just kind of get addicted to buying things that you don't need. And it's something that I think really inhibits a lot of entrepreneurs who are trying to start an online business, because they've got their online business. Maybe they've been working really hard, and maybe they start to see a little bit of money start to come in. And it's really tempting when you see some of that money start to come in to say, hey, like, there's this, Apple Watch that I've been really wanting to buy, or, I think it would be really awesome to drive an Audi instead of my Honda Civic. And, I could get a lease. I could, $200-300 a month or whatever. Like, I could afford it with now, my side business is bringing in $500 a month. I could just, use that for a car payment, get a new car. And you see this all the time with young entrepreneurs doing stuff like this, because they're trying to put off that good vibe. They want, their friends and family to see, wow, you're so successful. Like, you're doing so good with your business. Like, you got a new Audi. That's awesome. But it kind of hinders growth. And to be honest, a lot of people are making the mistake where, they're not using their money to scale their business up. They have the mindset where instead of using the money that you're making from your business to scale your business even more, they use that money, buy dumb stuff, and then think to themselves, okay, now I just got to work harder. And if I just work a little bit harder, I'll make some more money. I got to work harder and make more money. But if you want to be a little bit smarter about it, as soon as you start making some money from your online business, Make that money work for you. I have a philosophy, or I guess I'll just tell you my personal business strategy. I actually have a separate bank account. I don't know if I've talked about this before on my channel, but I have a separate bank account that I use for my online business ventures. So I've got my personal bank account, and that's where like my salary comes for my full-time job. And that's where we pay for, just like everyday life things, you pay the mortgage, you pay bills. That all comes out of a totally separate bank account. Then I have a business bank account that is strictly for my online business. I don't transfer money between the two at all. I don't move any money from personal to business. I don't move any money from business to personal. The money that's in the business account is the money that's in the business account. That's the money I have to work with. So it's how I run my business right now is I don't need my online business income to buy things. I'm not like, oh, I gotta, pay myself $200 a month from the money I'm making. I don't need any of that money. So I keep all of that money in my business bank account and I make that money work for me. So I do this in a variety of ways. If I were to rewind and go back, let's see, I started this whole thing, I guess this learn how thing in February of 2017. So we're coming up here on almost 2 years here in a few months. It'll be 2 years. But for the first 6 months at least, I wasn't making any money from my online business. That's just how it was. Like I was a brand new YouTube channel. I had 0 subscribers. I still remember watching I did a little vlog video where I talk about like the journey is what it was called. And I remember watching one of those videos where I talk about, I have 3 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And that was like a big deal back then. And now, we're getting 30 subscribers in a day easily. But back in those early days, I didn't have money. So I didn't have money to pay myself. I didn't have money to buy tools or things. I just had to work hard. I had to grind and do everything myself. All the mundane tasks I did myself because I couldn't afford to pay someone else to do it. I couldn't afford for a software to do it for me. But then slowly, as you work hard at the beginning stages, you'll start to make a little bit of money. You'll start to make some money from your website. You'll make some money from affiliate marketing. You'll make some money from advertisements. And so as soon as I started to make some money with ads, affiliate marketing, and those types of things, I started making that money work for me. So I would invest in some new software. I would invest in affiliate marketing software. I would invest in email marketing software. I would invest in plugins for my WordPress website. I would invest in premium themes for my WordPress website. I would invest in equipment. So that's a good example. I talk about this in some other videos, but I bought myself a new desk for my office because I wanted a better table for my videos. I got some studio foam. What else did I get? I got a Zoom recorder so I could record higher quality audio. I invested to improve the quality of my business. And those purchases weren't hard for me to make because I knew it was going to take my business to the next level. So now, fast forward to today, and now I'm making a lot more money from my online business, and therefore I'm spending a lot more money. So I have an Ahrefs subscription, which is a really good SEO tool for anyone who's trying to do better with SEO. That's $99 a month, but it's completely paid for through my online business. I pay VAs, which I talk about in another episode. I hire VAs to do a lot of work for me. I actually hired my sister to do some work for me. Let's see, what else? I just have tons of software. I outsource a lot of different things to other people to help scale my business. And what I'm noticing is that the more money I spend, the more money I make. And it's interesting how that works. The more money you're able to spend on your business to grow your business, the more money your business is actually going to make. If you just like take that money for yourself, you don't invest it back in your business, like I said at the beginning, you're just going to have to work harder and harder to make just barely incremental increases in your income with your online business. But as soon as you're able to really invest a significant amount of money It's exponential growth when it comes to this kind of stuff. When it comes to YouTube, blogging, drop shipping, like it doesn't matter what you're doing online to make money. As soon as you can invest some more money into your business, you're going to make more money. Let's think about it from like a drop shipping perspective. I used to own a drop shipping store called the Fisherman's Factory, which I sold a few months ago. But in the beginning stages, I didn't have any money really to invest in it. So I didn't really have money to pay for advertising. I was doing like $5 ads here and there. But then as soon as I started to make some more sales, instead of pocketing money, I increased my ad budget. I got up to the point where I was spending like close to $100 a day on ads because I was making that money back. And it's just a snowball effect. The more you spend, in this case, the more you spend on advertising, the more sales you make. And you just keep scaling that up, scaling that up, scaling that up. And then you'll get to a spot in your business where you're making a significant amount of money, enough to where you can say, hey, I'm to that point now where, I can afford to start paying myself a few $1,000s every month. But up until that point, I mean, I highly recommend that you do whatever you can to invest all of your online business money back into your business. Now, once again, this is more talking about people who are side hustling, meaning you have a full-time job and you're doing this at home on the side, whether it's in the morning, at night, whatever. You're doing a little side YouTube channel, podcast, blog, whatever it is. Try to keep your business and personal finances separate. And when it comes to using your business income, your revenue that you're generating from your new online business, invest as much, if not everything you make, back into your business. If I make $500 a month, I'm spending $500 a month on as much stuff as I can that's going to help my business grow even further. And then when I get to $1,000 a month of income, I'm spending all $1,000 a month on more stuff. I'm hiring more people to help me. I'm buying more software. I'm upgrading my software. I'm doing whatever I can to maximize and grow my business, because that is how you scale a business to the point where you can actually afford to pay yourself. Because it's my philosophy that you have two options. You can either start to make a little bit of money and pay yourself. Let's say for this example, $500 a month. You're making $500 a month from your online business and you're paying yourself $300 every month. That means you got $200 to work with every month, month to month. It would probably take you a lot longer to turn that $500 a month into $5,000 a month if you're paying yourself $300 of it every month. But if you're making $500 a month and you spend all $500 to take your business to the next level, then when you make $600 the next month, you spend all $600, and you find that you make $700 the next month, you spend all $700. And you'll notice it actually kind of starts to grow exponentially, which is the nice thing. So you'll find yourself going from $500 a month to $700 to $1,000 to $2,000. It's interesting how it happens like that when you invest back into your business. So that's my challenge for you guys today. Whenever you start to make $1, whether it's $1, $10, $20, $100, $1,000, whatever it is, starting out with your online business, invest as much as you can back into the business. Invest in SEO, invest in advertising, invest in software, invest in tools, invest in VAs, other people to help you do more in less time so that you can scale your business faster. If you guys have any questions, if you want to know a little bit more about how I'm running the financial part of my business, the financial side of my business, I guess, feel free to leave a comment on my channel, DM me on Instagram, do reach out to me however you want. I'd be happy to answer whatever questions you have. All right, guys, thanks for watching and tuning in to this live session. We'll see you next time.